So there in Rus, there are living beings in short.
I know, over there in Russia, they are really strict about drugs.
The northern Kharkiv front, where the Russians plan to open a new battlefield against Ukraine, has become another Russian graveyard and an opportunity for embarrassment for their military. A large group of Russian infantrymen were captured in the Vovchansk direction.
So there in Rus, there are living beings in short.
I know, over there in Russia, they are really strict about drugs. Don't.
Vitaly, come on.
But not for us.
Guys, have you already? I'm already here. Now, let me pass the light to Mac. Guys, Mac, smiling. Hello, brother. I'm already here. I'm already at
First,
work.
we need to get out of this.
Thank you.
Prince!
Thank you. Thank you.
They have already provided all the information.
Right.
Well, nothing, neither the first nor the last.
Good day, good day.
Ask, is the 5 ready?
National Guard Unit Omega repelled a Russian attack. 4 vehicles were damaged or destroyed, and reportedly between 10 and 20 Russian assault forces were eliminated. The Special Operations Center, Omega, is an elite special forces unit within the National Guard of Ukraine, established on April 4, 2003. Originally formed as a counter-terrorism unit under the internal troops of Ukraine, it transitioned to the National Guard following organizational changes in 2014. The center comprises 6 separate special-purpose detachments, each specializing in executing highly complex operations. Operators of the FPV drones of the 414th Birds of Magyar Unmanned Strike Aviation Brigade showed the destruction of a large number of enemy armored vehicles equipped with electronic warfare and grills. The commander of the 414th Unmanned Strike Aviation Brigade released the video of the incident. The destruction took place both directly during mechanized assaults and during the completion of already immobilized vehicles. In particular, the first assault convoy consisted of 2 units of armored vehicles, probably MTLBs, protected by various types of multi-channel electronic warfare equipment and advanced anti-drone grills. However, by using non-standard frequencies, FPV drone operators managed to destroy both armored vehicles. At the same time, the armored vehicles were equipped with 2 types of electronic warfare. One of them is likely to be a Groza Bronya electronic warfare system that jams 8 different frequency bands at once. The other could not be identified. In addition, they showed the destruction of several units of vehicles and armored vehicles not protected by electronic warfare, as well as damage to 8 towed artillery systems. At the same time, the Birds of Magyar Brigade units use an original tactic to destroy artillery. Since towed guns are extremely difficult to completely destroy or severely damage with shrapnel, FPV drone operators target the tubes. After being hit by a shaped charge, the tube cannot be repaired and needs to be replaced, which is problematic because they are not produced in sufficient quantities. Previously, the FPV drone operators of the 414th Separate Brigade destroyed a rare Russian 120mm self-propelled artillery and mortar system, 2S-23 Nona SVK in the Donetsk region. Analysts from the channel War in Ukraine Equipment Losses determined that the artillery system had been destroyed near the village of Zhovte Donetsk region in the Pokrovsk sector. According to the Oryx OSINT project, since the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion, Russian troops have lost 8 Nona SVKs, 5 of which were destroyed and 3 captured. U.S. President Donald Trump announced a 25% duty on all goods from Colombia and sanctions against the country. This happened after Bogota refused to accept planes with deported migrants from the United States. I was just informed that 2 repatriation flights from the United States, with a large number of illegal criminals, were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombia's socialist president Gustavo Petro, who is already very unpopular amongst his people, the statement said. According to the U.S. president, Petro's ban on these flights jeopardized the national and public security of the United States, and therefore Trump instructed his administration to immediately take many decisive measures in response. In particular, the head of the White House ordered an emergency 25% duty on all goods entering the U.S. from Colombia. According to Trump, the duty will be increased to 50% in a week. Ordered to ban travel to the United States for Colombian government officials, as well as all allies and supporters. This includes the immediate revocation of visas, said to impose visa sanctions on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government, to implement enhanced customs and border checks of all Colombian citizens and cargo for national security reasons, authorize the full implementation of sanctions following the International Economic Emergency Policy Act, including sanctions in the financial, banking, and treasury sectors. These measures are just the beginning. We will not allow the Colombian government to violate its legal obligations with regard to the acceptance and return of the criminals they forced into the United States, Trump concluded. Mass deportations of illegal immigrants from the United States was one of Donald Trump's main campaign promises. Recently, on January 24th, the White House announced that the country had already begun deporting illegal immigrants. However, Colombia is not the only one. Yesterday, it became known that Mexico also did not want to accept the plane that deported migrants from the United States. The country rejected the request of the U.S. president. On the morning of January 26th, another submarine communication cable connecting Latvia and Sweden was damaged in the Baltic Sea. The Latvian State Broadcasting Center, which owned the cable, reported on this. The cable ran in the area between the coastal Latvian city of Ventspils and the Swedish city of Fårösund, which is located on the island of Gotland. Based on its current findings, the LVRTC assumes that the cable was significantly damaged due to external factors. The center details that criminal proceedings have already been initiated. Given that the cable runs at a depth of more than 50 meters, the exact nature of the damage will be determined only after the repair work begins. There are heavy traffic shipping routes between Latvia and the island of Gotland, so it is possible that the old Russian scheme of cutting communications with an anchor could have been used to damage this cable.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.